So creating a ripple, right? It's always been wanting to deal hope. I always said, I'm a hope dealer. What do you deal? Because we're all dealing something, but what do you deal? And to me was hope dealer. And so the ripple effect of hope dealing, one drop of hope at a time, one drop can make a huge difference. I am able to service anyone in the world that, no matter the age, demographics, really nothing that can stop me servicing. Abundance is there waiting for each and every one of us. We just need to reach and get it. If you want to crawl, we will crawl. If you want to walk, we'll walk. If you want to run, we'll run. Whatever it is. But if you stay put, then I stay put. Really opening the eyes that we are accountable to ourselves. And if you're longing for something, you're wanting something, is because there's really something in there that needs to be expressed. And so how do we help you express that and become that, or just see that you already are that? How do we get rid of everything that clouds it? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the One Drop of Hope at a Time podcast. My name is Vilu Aguilar. I am your holistic practitioner of choice, hopefully. I have Robin with me. Yes. Robin, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Vilu.
Oh my gosh, I'm super excited about this interview, chat, get together, party, whatever it is we want to call it, because, I am huge in prevention. And so I know you're here to share a different aspect of prevention that I feel is extremely important. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the One Drop of Hope at a Time podcast. My name is Vilu Aguilar. I am your holistic practitioner of choice, hopefully. I have Robin with me. Yes. Robin, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Vilu.
Oh my gosh, I'm super excited about this interview, chat, get together, party, whatever it is we want to call it, because I am huge in prevention. And so I know you're here to share a different aspect of prevention that I feel is extremely important, particularly nowadays. Mm-hmm. And so I would love to have you introduce yourself, and then I'm going to remind you perhaps how we met like 12 years ago or so.
It's been like that.
It's been a while.
For sure.
Yes.
Okay, she's introduced me, Robin Padilla. I have been a Damsel for almost 12 years. I actually saw a catalog, a little brochure actually, that talked about women's safety. And my daughter was just beginning ready for college, and one of the statistics that just stuck in my head is college-age girls are 4 times more likely to be assaulted than any other age group. In the first 3 months of college, because that's when they're most vulnerable. They're away from the family. Yes. They just partying, having a good old time, and studying too. And then it was like, what was it? 85%, 30% of those that are that have sexually assaulted is rape, and it's before the age between 17 and 24 are the most common ages. And so my daughter fit all that. Yes. And so I said, there's nothing like this for women out there. And I said, this is something that I can get behind, not knowing anything about stun guns or pepper spray at all, because I never carried it. Mm-hmm. But I just felt this is something that is needed, very important. And so I just dove in and just started learning as much as I can about this. And so I consider myself a safety educator. Yes, you definitely are, and you're a natural. I have to say that everything you just shared with us rings truth to myself, because just like my wellness journey has led me to now have a successful business where I help others, it all started because of my own journey with health and the struggle. And so that truly invited me to be vested 100% because of what I wanted to gain from it, right? My own health, being here for my children, my husband, living life. And so I definitely can, I totally agree with you that learning
about something that is of our interest, such as the protection of our children, right? It's something that truly sends us into a journey of forever learning, because I'm sure you're continuing to stay up to date, particularly these times that are so different perhaps from when you started. So yeah, those statistics, guys, are definitely out. I mean, they're just ridiculous, right? But it's something that we can't pretend does not exist. We should be preventing, any mishaps, our children going missing, our children not knowing what to do in certain situations, or our children not having the tools. So these are just some of the tools, and some of them are beautiful. Some of the things I just saw was having me jumping in this office. I'm like, I want that, we need that. So I cannot wait to go over each and every one of the products that you have with us today.
Okay.
Thank you again. I met you in a situation like this where you were at a home. I was in real estate at the time, and I was helping one of your dear family acquaintances that you have.
Cindy?
Yes, who had a get together where we were being educated on different safety things, and I was in real estate at the time. And so as real estate agents, we are not only just not understood of what our job was or would be, right, as an agent, but also there's a lot of danger that involves particularly women. Men also can be targets, but I learned about a lot of different things, and I started to get my own collection going then.
Yes.
And I gotta tell you guys, it's been, like 12 years or so, and I recently just had something exchanged because of the lifetime warranty that they have.
Yes.
It's an amazing thing to have. So again, I don't want to take away the time from all the education
you're
have.
validating everything what we're here for, because we're bridging a gap between those that don't want to carry lethal, right, firearms, to those that don't carry anything at all because they didn't know and still don't know that what we have to offer. And everything that we have is considered non-lethal.
Yes.
And so it's available in most states. If you're in a different state, you can always just message me and say, Robin, can I have this in this state? Like right now, we have a Damsel sister who lives in Detroit, and she years ago got the law passed to carry pepper spray because they weren't allowed to carry pepper spray. Now she's this close to getting stun guns legal in Michigan.
Wow.
So it's just crazy, but it's a whole, I mean, she's been working on that for 3 years now.
Wow, guys.
So it's the laws and things we have to get through. So there are some states that don't allow it, but we're just like, why? Yes. Why would you not allow a woman the chance to have these things in case she needed them in a situation?
Yeah, and even a man that may actually even carry, but to diffuse the situation, there's times that you're going to want to use something less lethal depending on what situation they're facing, right? These tools, guys, have been amazing. I'm most excited about sharing one that I'm graduating my kids from. And so I'm going to share a little bit about that. But first, I'm just going to let you teach us a little bit. Again, prevention is key, guys. I cannot implore you enough. Like, listen, prevention is better than trying to remedy the situation at hand when it actually happens. It's better to be prepared and never have to use it. There are many ways that you guys can even show the value of these items as if you have a small business, you need to be preparing. You need to be able to protect what you're carrying with you, even if it's a laptop, right? So a lot of these things can even be tax deductions for your business and for yourself. Yes. It's very important to pay attention to those things that are available to us that can facilitate acquiring one of these life-saving tools. Just like I tell people with my practice, get the DNA test because it's going to tell us what you can eat, how you should exercise. It tells, like for me, I've been eating according to my DNA, and I feel like almost like a glutton, but I'm dropping weight. And I'm just following what the DNA result says. But
so there's another purpose to having the DNA for your health. I did not know that.
Yes, and this company that we're working with does not sell any of the information. I know that's a high priority to a lot of us, that we want to remain as safe as possible. And so again, that's something that we can talk about later, or you guys can go on my website, onedropofhopeatatime.com, and you guys can subscribe to my newsletter. Also on my website, you guys can find Robin because she's part of V's favorite things. I have a page where I am showing different people that I do have relationship with, businesses that are reliable, that are responsible, that have the heart, that the reason why they are successful in what they do is because their ripple, it comes from a place of true love and wanting to protect our loved ones or help our loved ones. And so with that, Robin, take it away. I'll drink some water.
Thank you. I just love hearing this because Vilu has the heart and wants to keep her family safe, and she has that passion for not just health in your business, but also safety is a health issue as well. And if we're not safe out there and we get hurt in something, then we're not going to be healthy, right? So I just want to be safe, and my husband just loves that I am involved in this because I used to sell jewelry before, and I would go into people's homes and stuff, and have all this jewelry. And now he's like, I'm fully protected. I've got something for everything. And I like that you touched on about being prepared, is because we call it, people say you're paranoid because you carry all this. I said, no, I'm prepared.
Yes.
It's not being paranoid, it's being prepared. So if you think about, just think about getting in your car.
Yes.
And what do? You have a seatbelt, you have a door lock, you have a horn, you have a flat tire, you have a spare tire, you have your lights on your car, you have a horn, you have all those things to protect you inside that vehicle. But once you leave that vehicle, what do you have for your own personal care?
Yes.
And we talk about situation awareness, about what we need to do to be situationally aware. And that's a choice. People don't realize, well, I am, but a lot of people are not. And especially with the phones, especially with the younger generation, you will see them walking with their phone and they're texting or they're talking. They're here and they're not focused on their surroundings. So I love my phone too, but when I'm out and going from one place to the next, it's very important that we pay attention to our surroundings.
Yes.
So, when you're out there, it's... let's say you go to work, you go to the same place every day, and because nothing's happened, we tend to get complacent.
Yes.
And then we just don't look. We're focused on, doing this and that. I know how to get there and all that. But somebody could be in that parking lot, that shouldn't be there and has something else in mind. But if we are aware of that situation, we could say, we can be on guard.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And we can have a possibility of actually getting out of a situation because we were aware and alert.
Yes.
Now, things that we can do, we call about being an easy target or a hard target. Okay. And I never even realized this before, but what's an easy target? Somebody who is in their phone, somebody who's maybe you're walking with your friends and you're just so focused in this conversation that you haven't taken a look around. Walking with your head down, whether it's in your phone or whether you're just not looking up.
Yeah.
So what can we do to make ourselves a hard target? So where you are going to be like a criminal is going to say, nah, I'm not going for that one.
Yeah.
And so things that we can do to make ourselves a hard target is walking with confidence, having our head held up, and making eye contact. Okay. And I know a lot of people will say, they're looking at me and then they'll put their head down because I don't want to make that connection.
Yeah.
But what the criminal sees is weakness.
Yes.
And they see, and they say, well, they're not looking at me, so they can't identify me.
Yes.
So it's just walking proud and loud, so to speak,
yes.
And making that eye. You don't have to be this, and you don't have to hi, have a good day.
Right.
Just take a glance at them, to see. And of course, being prepared.
Yes.
85% for women are assaulted, usually from behind.
85%.
85%. Some other statistics, I didn't want to mess these up, so I just wanted to go over them. Every 68 seconds, a person is assaulted in the United States. Every 30 seconds, a person becomes a victim to human trafficking, which last month was human trafficking awareness.
Yes.
And then every 40 seconds, a child goes missing.
Just think about that, guys.
Oh my God.
All of you parents, uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews who have siblings or other cousins, think about that moment. Like, God forbid any of you guys experience that. Can you just imagine, though, having a child missing? even for half a second as a mom, when I have, even in my own house, oh, did she go
Where'd they go?
upstairs? You know, but did I put the gate and did she go up? You know, that's obviously decades ago. My kids are grown. But the thing is, that moment where you're like, I could have prevented that. I could have helped for that not to happen, or to be alerted that it was actually happening. There's a lot of tools that you have here that I'm like, this one I know has evolved a lot.
Oh, yes.
But this is one of my favorites. I know you guys, let me show you guys here, and behind this paper, it looks like a keychain, okay, like a diamond type of keychain. And this is amazing because it's not just this, there's a whole technology behind it, that it's going to be very helpful for a lot of us. I mean, any of us, really.
So one of the other statistics that really I've learned, like I said, I'm always educating myself so I can share it and make everybody else aware. But when we think about, if we're in a situation, if you just beg and plead, your chances of getting away are 5%.
Wow.
If you escalate that to screaming and yelling and fighting back, your chances of getting away are now 50%. If you throw in a safety tool with fighting back and yelling and screaming, your chances of getting away are 92%.
Wow.
I like those odds, those statistics,
yes,
so much better.
Absolutely.
So much better. So
yes,
that's why having things with you is so important. And it's not just having one item. We call it layering our protection.
Yes.
So if you think about a police officer, they have, or even a security guard, they have belts usually, utility belts, whatever. And depending on if it's a police officer or a security guard, depends on the things that they carry. They don't just carry one thing. If you think about police, they have a gun. We have a stun gun. They have a flashlight. Our stun gun has a flashlight. They have a striking tool. We have a striking tool. They have, I don't know if they have whistles, but we also have whistles. We both are wearing ours.
We sure do.
And we have alarms to help be a deterrent. But if you get into a situation, so let's say you blow your whistle and, you know, to alert, you're actually using the whistle to alert others that there is a situation going on, and hopefully somebody can come and help you. But sometimes you're not in a place where that's going to, you know, maybe you're out, I don't know, somewhere where there's not a lot of you know, people around.
Yes.
But that is a good thing. I still carry one, and it's always my first choice if I have that opportunity. But I carry a pepper spray. I carry a stun device. I carry the striking tool besides the alarm, because if that alarm doesn't work, what can I use actually to defend myself?
Yes. Yes.
And because these tools are here to help us layer the playing field. I always am very encouraging for women, children, especially when they're younger, is to start getting them learning about self-defense and what they can do to, you know, get out of a situation. And that talking to children and safety with children, that's a whole nother topic that I can talk on, because that is in itself something else. But let's say there's somebody approaching me and I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody's coming, okay? And what I can do with this alarm is I'm like, I feel like I'm danger. I feel like something could be happening. Then all I have to do, and I'm not going to do it because she has a cat here and I don't want to scare it, but it's very loud, and all I have to do is pull down on this alarm and it's going to go off, and it's going to draw attention. But what's special about it is it's going to send an alert to my family, telling them that I am in danger. Not just telling them that I'm in danger, but it's going to tell them that I am where my location is.
Yes.
So I don't know if you can see this, but it says Robin's in danger. So my family, I'm going to have my husband still on this. So he knows I'm demonstrating, so he's not going to panic.
This is a test.
Yes, this is only a test, right? So anyway, he gets a text, and he's going to open up the text, and it's going to show my exact, let me get it
He's
smaller.
going to come knocking on my door.
He's going to know exactly where I'm at.
Absolutely.
So if the alert goes off every minute.
Yeah.
So if I'm running, being taken, whatever, he's going to be updated with my location.
The beacon is going to be followed, basically.
So it's Bluetooth technology.
Yeah.
So for me, then I'm saying I'm safe, so then I can hit this button on my phone and say that I'm safe. So I know if I'm in danger. I like to use this before because I've already initiated help.
Yes.
Because sometimes help is not always there.
Yes.
And if we didn't have this, then I couldn't be able to tell somebody until after.
Yes.
And sometimes that's too late.
Yes,
right?
you know, like today, there was in the news, the sad moments where they're sharing about a woman's body being found, and it was someone within her own family
Yes.
who hurt her, and now they have recuperated her body in Georgia. It's extremely sad, and again, anything that can prevent, she would have notified someone.
Right.
Perhaps she would have still perished. However, the hunt that is on for these men might be narrowed down a lot quicker because of this particular
location. Exactly.
So, yeah.
I had a woman when I first got this, and we have a pepper spray that does the same thing. And I had a woman who came up to my table at an event, and she was listening to me talk about this to somebody else. And then I kind of glanced over, and I saw tears coming down her face, and I said, kind of went to the side, and I said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Well, my daughter was raped." She said, "and we didn't know where she was for 3 days."
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
because if she had had this, she could have sent the alert. They would have known where to start looking for her sooner than waiting 3 days to her to be found and so
just
forth.
by pulling this apart, that's all you could.
Right.
I mean, that's a huge deal, guys.
Right.
I want to share real quick about my kids, and then we can transition to like a show and tell kind of thing, and then Robin can tell everyone where they can choose to come and purchase these items. We are going to have a link with this video and even as part of my newsletter. So make sure that you're part of my newsletter so that you can have the link within the newsletter to get a hold of any of these products or even more, because we're just showing some of the stuff. But I want to share this story. So back in the day, I used to have my children wear a whistle around their wrist or pinned to their clothes as well. No matter where we went, that there was going to be a pretty good amount of people where I knew a little one could be not seen for even half a second or gone missing. So we have gone from this guy to the beautiful necklaces that I've had this guy for a long time. This is the old timer, right? And I'm gonna go here so you guys can see the shape of it. It actually has a little bit of a design. It looks more like a key. It's beautiful.
We call it a leaf.
It's a leaf. Yes, a leaf. And now we have this other one here. Maybe she can start talking about this guy and then go down the list of all the goodies. But look at it now. That's the difference. So that's what I'm looking to get all of my kids.
And that comes in gold as well.
Or maybe me, because
you love your gold.
And,
it's funny, gold was not popular. I don't know what year it was, but it was like I got the silver ring, right? But then it's come back, so it makes its trend of popular, not popular. But so we try to keep both of them in hand. Anyway, so this alarm is great. One thing special about this alarm is it has a silent alarm. So if I hit this button, the blue light came on. I think you can see that.
Yes.
And I just got notification.
Yes.
That alert went off from there. And again, that text is going to go out, and then it's going to show my location. And then with our free app, I just open it up, and it says that it's been activated. So I'm saying I'm safe. It's passcode protected, so nobody can say she's, whatever. So now the alert is going to go out to say she's safe. So that's what's special. And what I like about this, because there's a lot of women that are maybe experiencing domestic violence or whatever, or children that have to stay home alone.
Yes.
And, they don't want, and someone's breaking in.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is faster than calling someone on the phone.
Yes, but you know what? You don't want to make any noise, like you're hiding and all that. But this way you can send the silent alarm.
Yes.
And help 5 people, up to 5 people are going to know where you are, and they're going to come to the rescue, or they can also call the police and say, this is where she's at, something's going on, she's not answering her phone, whatever. So that's what I love about this, not just the location, but silent, because sometimes we have to be quiet.
Yes, there are times,
So we also have another alarm that's loud. So like I said, I carry all those things. Again, I have a pepper spray as well. And one thing really fantastic, there's a few things fantastic about our pepper spray. We shoot one of the farthest out there on the market, which is 16 feet.
Not all are created equal, you guys.
Right.
Please pay attention on the quality of pepper sprays out there, or even using other things that are not pepper spray but are bear spray or whatnot.
Yeah.
Please make sure this is a very important segment right now, because I remember all the details you shared before. Go ahead and tell them the details of this particular.
So we've got the distance, and the pepper spray is actual peppers, okay? So there's no chemicals in ours, which I love. It's no chemicals, water-based, and non-toxic. So to me, that's very important.
It's holistic.
Yeah. So if your kids, God forbid, got a hold of it and got sprayed, then they're going to have that effect and everything, and burn and be screaming for like 12 hours. So we don't want that.
Right.
But there's nothing that's going to harm them in the sense that they have to go to the hospital, whatever. So anyway, so we have that, and our pepper spray has a UV dye. So once you spray somebody, it's going to come out orange, and they're going to want to wash it off or wipe it off, whatever. And they think they got it all, which maybe they got the orange, but there's a dye. And it can be identified at the police station under a black light. Yeah. That dye stays on you up to a week.
Wow.
So that's like, if you call the police, and you absolutely, I don't care if you feel threatened, I don't care if you think something's wrong and maybe they haven't harmed you, you should always call the police, because this persons might already be in the system. Yeah. They might already be looking for them. Mm-hmm. And if we let the police know what's going on wherever, then they know, okay, now they're here. Yes. Now we've got maybe a better description, or whatever the case may be. So my thing is, no matter what, always call the police. And they ask us.
Yes.
So having that pepper spray, and then being able to tell the police, with our pepper spray, with our stun gun, with our tools here, if they have to be used in any kind of like altercation like that, it's broken, it's lost, we will replace it for free with a police report.
Wow. See?
Free. They will sit, and we just had to do that last week. A girl got confronted by a creep, and she was able to get away, but she used her pepper spray. You know, and used it up. And so she called one of my Damsel sisters, and she filed a report, and she'd gotten her police report, and my Damsel put the exchange in for her, and we've already sent it out. She's already got her new one. So we want to make sure you have a good product, because these are life-saving tools.
Yes, guys.
Potentially life-saving tools.
Yes.
So that's with the pepper spray. I loved it. I love it. I carry it. But sometimes this is where we talk about layering, because we don't know. We can never determine when, where, what time something could happen to us. So if it's windy outside or raining like it has been, my pepper spray is not going to be my first choice.
Right.
So what's my backup plan? Well, then it's going to be a stun gun. These are two of them that I just happen to have. We have.
They are so
two more.
Cute and petite compared to my monster that I used to have.
Oh, yes, and we have a big one like this, which I keep in my car. Somebody was talking about on our neighborhood watch this like few hours ago, and was saying about this person. She was parked. She pulled up to the light, and this person had a hood on, a mask on, came up to her car window, and was, starting to get angry and stuff with her. And he acted like he had a gun. Well, she took off. Luckily. Wow. And I just comment on that. I'm so glad you're safe. Yes. Keep your doors locked, keep your windows up, even when you're at a stop, because there's so many crazies out there. So just being prepared, right? So I have that long one in my car. But this is one of our stun devices. You can tell it's very small, very petite, as well as this one. So it's easy to carry, and it's not like, whoa, what has she got? You know?
And it has a light, so you can go for a walk with it.
They all have a light. Let me turn the button on here. You can see the light there. It's super cool. So here, there's two. It's bright.
And they are very bright, guys. The quality of light, I don't know, the measurement, do we know? Maybe when you guys order on the catalog, it'll show. Yeah. Is it lumens? Lumens. Yeah. So you guys know the quality. It's important. Oh, and look at that.
I didn't want to do it too much because some people are sensitive to strobe. And we don't want to do that. But if you are ever in danger, if you have a strobe, that is the light you want to use, because it's going to alert people right away. There's something going on because
Yes.
a plain light like a car light or something, that doesn't make somebody stop. But
Right.
this is going to alert.
Yes.
But anyway, the stun guns and pepper sprays. I mean, stun guns and tasers.
Yes.
2 different products.
Yes, guys.
The police carry tasers. Those shoot the wire prongs out. Both of those prongs have to embed the body to work like a stun gun does.
Yep.
If you miss, then you have to take that cartridge off. They're only a one-time use.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to have another cartridge to be able to do that. So they're really not conducive for us to carry. Plus they're big and bulky and all that. So anyway, this is one of them. You would just turn this button here, and then I would push this button, but I don't want to scare the cat, come jump at us. But it's loud. It's an attention. It's a deterrent.
Yes.
Just like that. Now, I've had to use mine before to deter somebody that I felt was following me, and I got my girl attitude on, and I turned at him, and I said, "You better stop following me, or I'm going to stun you," you know. And I hit the zapper on it. Boy, did he take off!
Yes.
He was out of there very quickly. But if I did have to use it, I would have to touch. Okay, so when you touch somebody, the sugar rushes to the point of contact, turns it into lactic acid, and that locks up the muscles. So that they can't move, they can't function like normal, and then you might see them fall to the ground, depending on how long you hold the stun feature for. So this is a great one to have when you can't carry your stun. My daughter was going to college, she had a night class. I said, you are taking this with you. Going to the parking lot, you've got your flashlight.
Yes.
Right? If you had to use it, you can hit the zapper button that's going to alert and scare.
Yes.
And I've seen many a man run from the sound of a stun gun.
Yes.
Because they know it's a weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
so,
you most likely have education, and most likely you know if it escalates how to defend yourself. So you're not an easy target anymore.
Exactly. Okay, so that's one of them, the stun gun, the pepper spray, the alarms. And this, I'm telling you, this is a striking tool. Its technical name is called a Kubotan. They've been around for a very, very long time. And I'll be honest with you, when I first started with this business, I'm not carrying that. Do you know why? I'm not, I can have a mouth. And I can
you weren't looking forward to punching someone or...
right. I don't want to be in a physical confrontation with anybody because most likely they are going to overpower me, right? So I'm not that strong and stuff, but my attitude works pretty good.
Yeah.
But my self-defense instructor that I have partnered with for 11 and a half years, ex-police officer, he says, you need this because of the statistic I told earlier. 85% of women are attacked from behind.
Yeah.
So this goes on my keychain.
Yes.
And so when I'm walking, I've got it right here.
Not the phone.
Right.
Not looking at something else. And awareness and knowing how to carry yourself, including, do you know how to carry your keys?
Right. And where are they, right?
Yes.
So this is a great tool for that. And so what if somebody came up and grabbed me, you know, they're coming over like this. I can take this and hit. This thing hurts like you cannot believe. It, like this in the hand. I could go back at the groin or the thigh. This thing is, they're automatically going to release you because they're being hurt. And nobody likes that. And you wouldn't just go once.
No.
Somebody's coming at you. You're going to stun them. You're going to spray them. Whatever. It's not just get away.
Your life depends on it.
You know, whatever. So that's the importance of carrying several items. Now I know, here's one of our rings.
My new fave. It's called Barbara.
Barbara, yes, it also comes in gold as well. It is a striking tool. So you wear this pretty little ring on your hand, and somebody's too close, and let's say you didn't have this one, because maybe you're just out with a date or something. Well, then you could punch them with it, and it's going to hurt. So
it's gorgeous.
But it's cute, and it's adjustable. So they don't come in sizes. But
yeah, it's an adjustable ring, and
your fingers are small.
It's like it is, but I can put it in the middle finger. I use my middle finger too. No.
No, because you know what? That one is...
it's beautiful. Yes. I want it in gold.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I have gold in my ring. So this is so cool. This is very... And the fact that it's adjustable, guys, you can go wrong.
Mother's Day's you make it fit. Pretty much, you can make it pretty fit. You have to, you know, separate it to make it fit your finger. But that's one of our new things.
I'm going to bring it closer to the camera. Here's the Ah, you guys can see that, huh? It's really cool. And then sideways, see? It's really cool. And it comes in gold as well.
Yep.
Love it. Thank you, Robin.
Yes, and then, you were talking about traveling and what kind of safety tools. Now, I know that you use this one.
I have this, guys. Yes. But I was sharing also with Robin that I don't usually check my luggage unless I'm going international. And then there's the newer version of this that I love. Now, this one would make noise. So it's like a door stop, right? You guys see it here. Mm-hmm. And it would just wedge under the door.
It doesn't have to wedge. It can just be pushed up against it. Yeah.
Okay, yes. And then you have a little lever where you would set it, like you go to sleep or you're done going outside of your hotel room, whatnot, your Airbnb, right? And you can set up your own alarm, and if it would get triggered by the door being moved.
Yes, yes.
But now, look at this bad boy.
This is my favorite because it's more compact. It comes in a cute little bag, this color.
Yes.
So it goes in my luggage when I travel. And because people can get into your hotel rooms, if you follow me and you go to dependableme.com,
yes.
I also have a newsletter that goes out once a month and safety tips on my website as well. But this one fits in the door jamb, okay? So your door frame, I'm sorry. And then where your doorknob goes, there's a bolt that comes out, right? So that would go in this little hole right here. And then this would connect right here. You cannot open that door from the outside or the inside without removing this. So this to me is a lot safer than even that, because that will alert you in the hotel or whatever. Right. But they can still open the door because a lot of these creeps are getting your room key. Oh, I lost my key. And now they're supposed to get ID and all that, but not everybody is that good.
Yes.
So a lot of times they have bracelets now. But depending on where you're at, I don't want anybody coming in my hotel room, right? Yes. So this one is really good. It's called Lockdown.
I love that. I think 80% of the table stuff I want.
It's a good one to have, even at your house. Like I have that on my garage door that goes out to my backyard.
Yes, that's smart.
Because, that's extra protection, right? So I have that there. And then I want to showcase this. This is kind of part of this section, I think. This is our new product. It's called Cover Up. This is a nice, cute little compact. See the mirror there? And this little cover up, it fits in there. So what does this do? Why do we have this? Now, this is something I've been asked because I've done many safety presentations with college girls. Yeah. And you hear about them getting their drink spiked when they're out. So this covers up your drink straw. There's a hole in there for your straw. And it's less likely to be spiked. So, and as Vilu said, it's great when you're outside, keeps the flies away.
Yes.
Or whatever. So if you don't have a lid or that kind of a cup, this little baby can just go right over there and keep it protected.
Any kind of drink, guys. Any kind of drink.
Exactly.
It's super nice.
And so we have to I talk to the girls. That's another safety presentation that I do, is I talk to the college girls and whatnot, and what they need to do to be safe and how they can avoid getting their drink spiked, or, if they run to the restroom.
Yes.
Well, no, your drink's gone. Just consider it gone because anybody could do whatever when you're gone.
Yes.
And traveling, if we're not just air, but if we're taking road trips, like more people are taking road trips.
Yes, I mean,
and
spring break's coming.
And spring break is coming.
Look at this,
and
guys.
We call this our junk in the trunk, which I love the name.
Yes.
As I always say, it's not this junk in the trunk, but it's this one. So, and I tell you, when my grandkids all got their license, they got this. So
that's great.
This has 13, I think, different items in here, and a headlamp, first aid kit, a flashing beacon, cables, and a ton more items that you can see on the website as well. So that goes in the trunk. And then this is our road trip that is pretty amazing. I'll do it this way. So it has a bright light. It has a strobe. There you go. And it has a dimmer. So bright, dimmer, and the strobe.
Yep.
So that you can use to alert people. It also has a flashing beacon on both sides. And it's magnetic here. Let's see, do we have anything magnetic here?
No.
Nope.
My whiteboard. Oh, you have that magnetic yet? See, no. No.
No, don't. Anyway, it will stick to the side of the car, the roof of the car, the hood of the car, and that way the flashing beacon, people can see from afar that there is a.
This is not metal.
That's not real metal, huh?
No.
Anyway,
Ooh,
but it does stick. Anyway, there was something here, I think. There's something. Anyway, it does stick there. And then we also have an alarm. Again, I won't do it because of the cat, but you can turn this on for the alarm.
Loud. It's
right.
pretty loud.
So magnetic to save there. Plus, this is your
favorite
one and all tool. You pop this baby off. Let's say you're trapped in your car or somebody's trapped in the car. You push this up against the side front window, okay, or the back window, but not it won't go to the windshield,
yes.
Okay? So a side window in a corner is preferred because that's easy to break it there. And you just push this up against the window, the glass is going to shatter, and you can use the rest of this if it doesn't all fall down to get out or help somebody get out. And then this right in here, you can't really see it, but there's a blade right in here. So first thing first, right, you got to sometimes you get in an accident and your seatbelt locks up so tight and you can't get out.
Yes.
So this can cut the strap off.
Yes.
That if you need it. So this little baby is a great tool to have, and it's got all those 6-in-1 tool, I think we call it.
Yeah, it's
so
great.
These are just some of our items that we have for
what
safety.
What about the pen?
Oh, the pen. Where did I get? It's right here.
Let's talk about this pen.
So this is a tactical pen, technically a tactical pen, but you turn it this way. Where is it? I'm doing it the wrong way, of course. There we go. You can't see this, but there's a pen, and it's going to write. So it's a writing tool that you have with you. It can clip onto your Padfolio, a pocket if need be, whatever. But this end, it has a diamond point, which can also break a window. So this you can carry in your purse, and you've got something to break a window, but this can also be used, either end actually, to use as a striking tool.
I was going to say.
If you don't have that one. So people are like, well, I don't want to carry that, but they still need something for that occasion, possibly. And it's got little grooves in it, so it's easy to hold. But again, you could use it as a striking, and then you could actually collect, like if you scratch somebody with this, guess what? You got their DNA.
Yes.
And then take it to the police. You hold it like this and say, here, there's her DNA.
Yeah.
Of course, you filed a police report, and
Absolutely.
then we're going to replace it for free.
Does it have a light?
No, this one does not. The
okay.
older version did.
Okay.
I'm hoping they're going to come out with another one that you maybe have a choice of one this way and one with the light.
Okay, yeah, but
so,
that's
we'll see.
That's going to be great. I love it.
This is a great tool. Yes,
love that.
Exactly.
Awesome. How about that bad boy over there?
Okay, so this is I took the bottom off. There it is. So this is just a little fake can to hide your things in it. So I like to have chocolate quickly available to me, so I keep chocolate on my desk in here. Nobody knows it's there.
That's so funny.
But girls' personal items can go in here at their gym, at the locker. If you're working, some people could put first aid, little Band-Aids or whatever, but it kind of hides it. If you're traveling and you're going to, let's say, the hotel, right? You could hide jewelry in here. You could hide money in here. And it just looks like it's a, call it sassy spray. But
how many ounces does it say it is? Would this be able to go through costumes,
Yes, because nothing's
in it, because it's empty.
hollow.
Okay,
it's
all right,
hollow.
perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay.
Now, I would put, you could even hide a pepper spray in here as well.
Okay.
But it's just a nice little tool to keep things secure. So you can see we have a wide variety of safety items for different reasons, because safety is important for our well-being.
Absolutely. And please prevent anything from happening by having any of these tools or anything else that's featured in the catalog or anywhere or however it is that you're going to share with us, that they can go ahead and place their order.
Yes.
Do they need to say, oh, look at this.
I will
purses.
I will give you the link.
Yes.
And then you can go right to that link and you can place an order. And if you have any questions, you can text me, call me, go through the website, and there's a place there you can contact me as well.
Yes.
Because I want you to know how to use these items, because a lot of people don't know, and that's why we call ourselves safety educators.
Yes.
Because I could give you this and then say, "Oh, here you go," and then she gets home, she goes, "How do I use this?" Guess what happens? You put it in the drawer and you don't use it. Or pepper spray. I hear women say, "Oh, I accidentally sprayed," because nobody showed them.
Yes.
Because they go to Amazon, they go to Walmart, they go to gun stores. They carry guns. That's what their specialty is. Not pepper spray, not stun guns, but regular guns. They will not tell you the things that I have learned and educated myself on products. And I skimmed over that somehow. But the difference between, well, I told you about the tasers and the stun guns. So they don't know those differences.
Yes.
And I really want people to know, because if you don't know how to hold a pepper spray properly, and you don't know how the stun gun works, then you're not going to use it, and it's going to get put away somewhere.
Yes. Yes.
One of the real important things about pepper spray is so many people, I would probably say 9 out of 10 women, keep it in their car.
Oh.
It could, during extreme heat, it could actually leak. Any pepper spray, okay, or explode, and nobody would.
Yes.
You wouldn't be able to get in your car again for quite a while.
Yes.
So we don't want that. We don't put it there, but they don't tell them that.
Yes.
They don't know how. I'll ask them, how far does your spray? I don't know.
Yes.
And then you look, and because I do research, so I go to different stores and I find them, and as low as 3 feet, and the most I've seen out there is 12. Where ours is 16.
16 feet away from you. You can defend yourself, prevent someone from coming in and close to you and you know, trying to harm you. Again, layering, like you said, is key. Just like when you're out in the weather, right? Whether it's a hot day or a cold day, layering is key. Prevention, guys, is key. You know, this is amazing. All of these tools, again, lifetime warranty.
Yes.
I love that you teach about this. I love that you really are an educator. That's part of why I believe that having you joining me today was key, because it comes from a place of wanting to empower other people, wanting to give people options, different price ranges, different needs, traveling, you know, for our children. Again, the whistle, you don't necessarily have to have this plastic one. They might, you know, your teens, tweens, whatever age, you know, your boys that are cool, you know, they may want this one. I don't know. Boys are interesting at times with that. But these are great tools, guys. This ring, I cannot wait to get this in gold. Oh my goodness. And again, I love your heart. I love your education. And I know I get your newsletter. Guys, go to my website through www.onedropofhopeatatime.com and go to V's favorite things right on the top on the tab. You can just go straight onto V's favorite things and find Robin's information right there. Like I said, my goal is to bring hope to you in many different areas of your life, not just the health stuff that I always talk about, but I want to empower everyone, because it is a ripple of our health. It is a ripple of feeling secure and safe, because then some of those elements that are out there won't attack certain organs or glands in our body, because our emotions play a huge part in what's available to be hurt or receiving bacteria, virus, whatever it is, right? So being prepared not only can prevent you from being hurt in a physical way or matter, but it can also trickle down to your health, because you're no longer scared. You're feeling secure. That same situation happens inside of your body, you know, and you're protected. So it goes hand in hand, guys. This was really prevention. Does. As you were sharing, I was getting an idea. Maybe next time we're actually in the backyard where you can show us all the whistles going off, all the sounds, all the lights. Maybe you come during the night too, so you can really show the flashing. I don't know. We'll make it fun, guys, next time, because she is coming back with a different topic. Today was all about prevention. Stay safe out there. Robin, any other words you would like to share with?
Just be aware of your surroundings. Don't be complacent, because nothing's happened when you've gone to work, or you're getting your hair done, or you're at the grocery store, even the parking lot, whatever. You just have to be attuned to your surroundings, because if you practice situational awareness and walk with confidence, eye contact, all that, and carry your tool, you are more likely to be able to prevent something and get away, because you were paying attention, and that is just so important. And it's like I said, I'm not even 5 foot tall, and I'm a senior citizen, so it's
You
like,
look great. Oh my
let's
gosh.
see. Thank you. But I want to go home safely. That's my goal.
Yes.
I have my
Yes.
dog, I have my husband, my children, my grandchildren that mean more to me than anything. And so my goal is to get home safely,
Yes.
so I can enjoy that. And that's a way of life, right? So what do? I carry my things. So I'm walking, and I will tell you, I'm like, ooh, where is that person?
She's
I'm
looking
ready,
for someone.
ready to use it, right? And if you don't need it, thank God.
Yes.
Thank God. But if you do, then you have something with you that you can use to get out. I will leave you with one quick little story. We have a beautiful mall, and about 9 years ago, I was leaving the mall. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm walking out to my car, and I had my pepper spray in my hand because it's on my keychain. And so I'm walking out, and then I see there's a kid. Now, I say a kid, he's in his early 20s, sitting in the middle of the parking lot. And I'm just like, well, that's strange, right? Well, he looks up to me, and he's like, hi, I'm really nice. And the way he said it and everything, and his look, I said, in my head, I said, he's on drugs. So I'm like, got my stuff, right? But I'm watching him this way, and I'm walking towards my car, and then another kid comes out between the cars, and he says, oh, don't worry, ma'am, we're not going to hurt you. So that's when I realized they were associated. But I had a plan, and I carry my tool, so I was able to react instant, because it takes us 3 to 4 seconds to even get our product out of our purse or wherever we're carrying it. So having it out in the open or in your hand, then you can react spontaneously.
Your keychain. The keychain is key, or this guy being your keychain is key, guys.
It's having it. So all I did, I'm just going to act like this is my pepper spray. But all I did, because it was already here, I just raised my hand and I yelled. And I gave them that look that we women can do, our attitude. And they said, well, we're not going to hurt you. And I said, well, I am. Who wants it first?
Good
and
job.
They took off running. And what did I do? I got in my car, I locked the door, and I cried the entire way home. And I still get chills from that.
Yeah.
But I'm here because I had a plan. I carry my tool, and I would practice at home. What would I do if somebody came up to me? Well, this is what I'm going to do. And I know how to use my tool.
Muscle memory is key, guys.
Yes, it really is. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I just want to go about my business. I want to go shopping. I want to do all those fun things that I do. And I'm not going to let fear overpower where I'm not going to leave my house. So I carry things like, okay, if that happens, I've got it with me. And I know how to use it. So that's what it boils down to.
Yes, guys. Well, thank you again. Thanks for joining us. Go out there, make your ripple count far and wide, guys. I am Vilu Aguilar, your holistic practitioner by choice, hopefully. And this is my friend Robin. Hope this has been amazing for you. And send us any comments, any questions. We will definitely be looking out to answer those within the comments here.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
Have a blessed day.
Bye.